All right, so I think a great example of focusing on task prior to relationship actually has to do with a client of ours. They're the senior leadership team, they were at the time, the senior leadership team of a large government contractor. And this team of 6 was struggling with basic team effectiveness, performance, and cohesion. They couldn't quite get their act together, and they knew it. So when we started to work with them, their idea was that they should go off-site and do some form of trust building or cohesion building exercises, typically in the team building or team training realm. And our suggestion was, maybe instead of doing that, what if they did some work together? What if they collectively tried to get some output and some deliverables? And what they realized in that suggestion was that a lot of their meetings were not about working together. It was about listening to each other about working together. And so what they did, after we suggested that, is they took the 3-year strategic planning process, which was done in silos led by the CEO, and they brought it into the workroom to work together as a collective work product. And by doing that, what they had to do is actually work through the strategy, negotiate the different parameters, do the resource balancing, figure out which goals were going to apply to whom, and there was a lot of negotiation and compromise going on. That negotiation and compromise led them to have to listen to each other, communicate in different ways, and really learn how to give and take. That did more for building trust than what we believe is any kind of off-site team building, trust building exercise.
So Alex, that seems like a pretty miraculous outcome.
Right.
What is it that you did exactly that allowed the team to go from a state of ill performance to a state of, let's call it, high performance in one go?
So first, I'm not sure it was ill performance. I think it's just they were doing okay, but they could do much better and they could do great.